Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase preview, actually. Brand new car culture. I've got Slide Street 2 sent to me by Mattel. That is Slide Street 2. Slide Street 1 was, 2 or 3 years ago? Drift theme, heavy Formula Drift theme, and some of our favorites represented here. We'll get to all of that. If I had Slide Street 1, I'd bring it. We could do a comparison. Maybe that's another video for another time. But I am not at home. I don't have it with me. I am on the patio of my little cabin in Escalante, Utah at Ofland. Look it up, Ofland. Very, very cool place. Out spending some time with Mrs. Lamley, a little vacation. But we had some overcast skies. I thought, why not film a video? Really is time for me to showcase this, and we're chilling out for a little bit. So I'm in a beautiful, beautiful location. Bryce Canyon to one direction. We've got like Grand Staircase Escalante to another direction. The only sliver you're going to get is that. I apologize. Just come out here and visit. It's beautiful. And sometimes I get some good background. But I'm on this nice patio, and I'm not willing to go any further than that. But you guys don't care. You want to see the cars, so that is what we are going to do. So it's a bit of an unboxing of sorts. I've already shown it, right? You've seen the cars in like some of the shorts I've done, but we're going to open these up today. I said Formula Drift theme. Let's go across. We'll do I got the chase here. We'll do the new casting last, which I know there's been a lot of excitement about. So we're just going to get right to it and go. Slide Street 2, you can see that's the theme. Julian did the artwork. You definitely get cool drift artwork, very similar to Slide Street 1. There's the back. You got lots of logos here because, I mean, look at RTR, Forsberg, we'll just go on. I just look at them. Liberty Walk, Mad Mike, Turk, everything's here. And a very cool set of cars as well. So this should be out soon, I would think, because we've had that, there's been a little bit of delay from the last car culture set, whatever that was, but I'm not going to remember because I'm on vacation and my brain is half shut off. But let's go. All right. 2023 Nissan Z. We've seen it in premium, one or two times, but this obviously is going to be a little bit different with the Forsberg. Chris Forsberg livery. Their art is fantastic. Well, let's just go ahead and get this opened and on a turntable, right? Shall we? That's what we're here to do. We've seen enough of it in the card. My job is to show it outside of the packaging. And this thing is a nice wrap. And, Formula Drift cars, any drift cars, like any racing cars, are going to have a ton of art and logos, and I think Hot Wheels must have something going with I know they have stuff going with Formula Drift. We've seen their logo on a couple cars. Anyway, a lot of connection here and there. So you see a pretty full deco, and this is pretty sweet. Chris Forsberg's Nissan Z in Formula Drift livery. Now I know enough people in Formula Drift that I've kind of gotten, I've been to some events and things like that, and I'm starting to learn. And like I said, Hot Wheels and collecting diecast and these 164 really does give you an education. So you start getting into it. I know who Chris Forsberg is. I've seen him race now, so that's kind of cool. And there is his Z. We'll put that right there. Next one. There's two of those Z's, right? There's two of here anyway, two of every car with the exception of if you get a chase, but I don't think anyone will complain about getting one of the other because they get the chase. This is the LB Works Lamborghini Huracan. You got two things going on here. You got Liberty Walk, because this is the Liberty Walk Huracan, and this is Mad Mike's car as well, Mad Mike Motorsport. And so we have seen a basic version of this car. This casting was made, this modified Huracan was made for basic, right? And now we have it going completely to premium. So it's going to have, again, I don't have it with me, so I can't do the comparison. But ultimately, it's the same casting, but just more deco, like all around. Artwork is fantastic. Toyo tires there, Liberty Walk, everything. Let's just open it. Here it is. So you get the mismatched wheels, very much a drift thing, right? And then I think if you look at this Huracan, this is based on the actual car that Mad Mike has driven, raced, shown off, whatever. Kit by Liberty Walk, driven by Mad Mike. Really, really cool collaboration, and having the Hot Wheels and now a premium version of this car. If someone wants to say, oh, we already have it in basic, I get it, but this looks fantastic. You get obviously the metal chassis here, more detail, the Real Riders, which look fantastic. I love the wheel choices here. to mismatch. Again, I don't remember if the deco goes all over the top in the basic. All I know is this looks really good. And when you've got a mix of drift cars, why not have cars like, like redo them, and then like you can see this mix of drift cars together, and almost like you can create a race. And ultimately you really can, right? You've got, with Forsberg's Z, you've got Mad Mike's Lamborghini, and then you have the RTR Mustang, Von Gittin Jr.'s car. Now this one, would this be kind of like his, I don't know, his street version, his daily driver, 2018 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5. The thing about this one that's kind of cool though is you get this trim, this really cool trim on the wheels, which is like these like kind of little signature looks on the wheels and some others, but you're not getting the actual race car, right? But we've had what, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 versions. Nice to see this casting getting different looks, and kind of building a fleet. RTR and Von Gittin Jr. aren't going to be complaining at all about this. Now we did this in a sneak peek. I think we showed this off, but let's show it again. Artwork. That one wouldn't be racing per se, right? But let's see if I can. Ooh, this one's a toughie, but we got it. Put that off to the side, and here it is. In gray, you got this like fluorescent highlight yellow trim on it. Obviously, I think this is based on a card. Again, is it his daily? I don't know. Is it a showcase piece? But you get the RTR logos on the side. You get that really cool front grille. And then you get RTR kind of showing up in the back. What is that? I'm trying to see what it says on the back license plate. Hard TR, is that what it says? That's cool. So this is rad. This is rad. And yeah, if I had it, and like maybe I'll do a short or something later, but to put this whole fleet of this just RTR Mustang casting together, I think it's only been done for premium, right? I don't think it's been done in basic. But that is just pretty sweet. We'll put that here. And we'll move on to the 4th model. Now, we've had Von Gittin Jr. represented. We've had Mad Mike represented. We've had Chris Forsberg represented. We're going to have Ryan Turk represented. Do you know who's being represented in this one? Nissan 240 SX, the S14 casting we've seen. You get no racing deco on this one. You get no RTR trim. You get no racing team deco on this one. You do get this fantastic drifting S14 on the card art. Do you know whose car this is? It is someone's. Does that help you to know who that is? Toy Inc., a.k.a. Jimmy Lou. If you watch this channel, you know who Jimmy Lou is. If you're a big Hot Wheels fan, you probably know who he is as well. Jimmy Lou works with the design team. Marketing, design, everything else, has been responsible for a ton of the cool castings we've seen. And Jimmy Lou, among a slew of cool cars that he owns an S14 in this exact color. And so it's represented here. He will get eaten alive by these race car drivers. But in this fantasy world, he's in it. He just drove his car right into the track, started racing. Let's look at it. But it's kind of cool. Like in this case, you get a car that is an iconic. The S14 is an iconic drift car, obviously. And you get this nice, really cool, clean version. And this is a casting that, we've seen, I think was created for Fast and Furious. This is my argument for Fast and Furious. You get this casting, now you see it, we've seen it in drift liveries. We're going to see it again in another drift livery later this year. You've seen it in plain white, a bunch of different decos, and now you get it in this super, super clean version. I love racing cars, but I love getting the super clean versions of these as well. Slight modifications in this casting too, right? I think. But this thing is so cool, and don't mind seeing Jimmy's car represented. He's put a lot of work into it, and it is a beauty. And this representation, like I said, he's got no chance on the track with who he's with in this particular set, but he'll have a cool car nonetheless. So that is a very, very cool car. We'll put that here, and let's talk about. Move this down just a tad, and I'll get better scenery there. Let's talk about the new casting in this model. This is number 3 of 5. It does appear that Mattel or Hot Wheels has ditched the whole new casting being number 5 of 5 on these sets now. because we haven't. I mean, I guess they probably ditched it last year too, if I remember correctly. But let's just get to it. This is the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla. I know there's a lot of people that are excited to see the GR represented by Hot Wheels. It's a casting that kind of just hit the ground running when it was announced, and then this, this modification of the Corolla was done by Toyota as a just built for this kind of thing. And of course, Ryan Turk took it, started racing it. I got to see it at Formula Drift last year, and I know he's looks like there's a new Rain-X livery for 2024, but it's pretty similar to this one. So this is really cool. There's the artwork. There is the car, and of course there's the chase. I'll show you these cars together since I have them here. Then we can open them up. So what's cool here now, you could have said like maybe they could do an all-black Rain-X, but maybe Rain-X. When you're talking about these drift cars, you're talking about all these different logos: Rain-X Race Service, Nito Tires. I'm trying to think. That's just Ryan Turk on the door here. I would imagine it's very difficult to do like a black shadow version of the GR Corolla, but to be perfectly honest, considering we get Ryan Turk's car, why not just get this really cool plain black version? The wheels are changed on this one, as you can see. So it's a kind of, it's definitely its own version. You get, I'm trying to see here, and we'll open these up, of course, but you get, the Corolla. I mean, it's like, it really is. There's no, I don't know if there's even reference to Ryan Turk's in this one. So yeah, there's no complaint here. I mean, it would be really cool if it was like a shadow version, but and we're obviously going to see lots of different versions, but I like this black on black version. We'll open it in just a second, and let's just talk about this one. Let's just open it up. We talked enough. This was actually one that was at the Atlanta convention, and Jimmy and Ron were showing it off, but I never got it on the turntable. So while they talked about it, I never really got to see some close-ups. So this is my first real close-up of this casting. And it looks really, really good. I mean, this is a really cool car. And it's nice to see, Toyota, Nissan, they're taking some of their cars and they're kind of playing to the true enthusiast, right, with these. And, the Corolla has quite the legacy. I mean, with some people you say Corolla and they just think about like an entry-level car that gets you to and from work, school, whatever. But those who know, and that's probably most of us watching this, know that the Corolla has a very, very rich racing and car culture history, and this GR really fits nicely into that. So this version, Ryan Turk's car, looks fantastic, fully wrapped, whole nine when it comes to the drift racing. So we'll put that here, and let's talk. Well, we don't have to talk about the chase as we already have. So there's the art. It's just same angle, everything else, but now turned into, well, it's kind of cool. It looks like, I mean, there might have been some clouds reflection here, but you get it more on the, that's cool. Like you can see the, the work that's been put into really making this chase version different. So let's open it up. Hope I get a clean open on this one. Pretty good. Here it is. We'll just get it on the turntable. It is a jet black GR Corolla. There's not much more to say about it other than you get the new rims on here, which look really good. Black on black, which looks really good. This will be a hot chase for sure, right? A lot of people interested in this one. There was no doubt about it. This looks really, really cool. Digging this casting. Actually, quite a bit. And I'm assuming we'll see it in all kinds of versions moving forward, right? Really, really good choice. Really, really good choice for Slide Street 2. And there you go. Very, very cool cars. You guys tell me what you think. Like I said, I would love to show you. Where I'm at, but I don't think there's much I can. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll show some other stuff later, but pretty sweet place. Thanks, everybody. Bye.